Hello everyone, I'm the Soloist, and welcome back to some more Danganronpa. Alright, I'm supposed to go to the dining hall.
Hey, Makoto!
Morning, Hina. Morning. Hey, so, yesterday, you were kinda cool.
Yeah!
What do you mean? You know, when you said Alter Ego was your friend, I was thinking the same thing. But when stuff like that happens, I never know how to
You
say
got
what
it.
I'm thinking. So I'm really glad you said it for me. So, thanks.
Yeah!
You're welcome. You're usually, like, totally normal, but when the time comes, damn, you bust out your special power. I mean, even before yesterday, when stuff comes up, it's like you always do something about it. Even before yesterday. I'm so sorry. Hold on. That music is obnoxiously loud at times. Are you talking about the class trials and stuff? I mean, that stuff is just... It just kind of took care of itself, you know? It totally didn't. With your power and Sakura's and everyone else, I'm sure we'll get out of here. Yeah,
Okay.
I think you're right. I am, right? Alright. Now that we've got that fighting spirit, let's go get some grub. She's right. Even if the road is long, if we don't keep on moving forward, we'll never reach our goal.
What do you want?
Well, okay, he said it. Well,
That's enough.
the breakfast meeting. You honestly expect me to go? Right. Oh, as long as I'm here. I should ask Byakuya what he made of the stuff Alter Ego told us. Actually, no, I'd better not. The surveillance camera will catch us for sure. So... Oh, well... He's gone. Buddy stood around long enough to be mean to me. Whoa, Makoto! Huh? Why do you sound so surprised? Sorry about that. It's just... If you'd gotten here even a minute earlier, it would have cost me a few more minutes off my life. What?
You know?
Because Kyoko, like, just left.
You're serious?
You know, Makoto, when a guy and girl go at it, it shortens the lives of the people who have to watch it happen too. And since it's me saying it, you know it's true. So, like, hurry up and make it better. Anyway, see you at breakfast. That's easy for him to say, but what am I supposed to do? Is anyone else hiding out in the hallways? Just going... Alright, I doubt there's anyone else out in the school or in any of these side rooms. That feels like a weird decision since we're all supposed to be in the dining hall right now. But I will just check. Okay. As I entered the dining hall, the first thing I saw was her. What are you staring at? Oh.
What's your
Okay.
problem?
What, you think your eyes will rot just by looking at me?
What the heck?
Fine, then don't look at me. I think he's just surprised to see you at the breakfast meeting is all. Indeed, it's been quite a while since you joined us. Yeah, what made you change your mind? Byakuya said he likes a girl to have some meat on her bones, so... I'm gonna start eating. I'm gonna force it down into my stomach. I'm gonna eat till I drop. I refuse to lose. I feel like that line should have been Toko's as well, that with the Lulu's. But, I don't know, that's just me. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Well, other than that, it looks like
know?
Kyoko isn't here. Oh, she said she'd come by later.
You know?
Later? Yeah, after you leave. Wow! She's not even trying to hide it anymore. I know I said she wanted you to show some backbone, but you didn't need to show her that much.
Just a second.
What? You're dirty, Makoto. Dirty. President Dirty of Dirtlandia.
Just the
You don't
worst.
understand. You're the type who takes the stairs of love 3 steps at a time, aren't you? I'm telling you, it's not like that.
What the heck?
Just shut up already, Hina. You've been running your filthy mouth like that all morning. Filthy? Me? Don't make me repeat myself. I'm not filthy. It's no use denying it. We can also see how disgusting you are. Shut up. You and that lusty body of yours. Night after night, you go out for your illicit club meetings. Hey, knock it off. I can't deal with dirty stuff like that. Midnight sextracular activities only put us in even more danger. Stop it. You'd like me to stop, wouldn't you? Your sweaty hands gripping the big fat jaw. Going for all that extra credit. Your screams are like the screech of a violated blackboard. And it's amazing. Indecent ideas are coming to me one after another. So, would you rather have your black eye on the left or the right? Hey, sorry.
Come
Let's leave Toko alone. She's got a little funny from all her pent-up
know?
frustration. Anyway, you and Kyoko need to make up already, you know? Yeah, I know. I mean, of course I want things to get better as soon as possible. But with everything that's been going on, I haven't had a chance to talk to her about what I saw. Before anything, I need to talk to Sakura about it. Why the fuck do you need to talk to Sakura about it? What the hell? Are you stupid? Hey, are you the mole, Sakura? I just wanted to confirm by asking you. King beat me up. Where is everyone else? Alright, it doesn't want me to know, I guess. Cheer up, man. It's not a big deal if a girl doesn't like you. It's better than having one sue ya, like I did. Jeez, Hiro. You've lived a pretty brutal life.
Huh?
I feel all dizzy. I seriously can't handle dirty stuff like that. Looks like Hina had an unexpected weakness. I don't want to talk to Toko. Sorry. Don't hit me. If you want to hit someone, hit Master. Please hit him. Oh, please let me watch you hit him. I think it's best if I stay far away from her. Sakura. What is it? Can you make some time later? I was hoping I could talk to you. Now that Kyoko's dumped him, Makoto's trying to win Sakura's heart. Are you in heat, Makoto? Don't care who they are as long as they've
Just
got the right
the worst.
equipment. Watch out, Sakura. Makoto's transformed into a wild beast. Prime Minister Wild Beast of Beastopia. Why is this happening to me? Can our talk wait till tomorrow? I'd like to get some rest today. For some reason, I've been feeling worn down these last few days. Huh? Are you sick? Did you get hurt? No, nothing serious. I've just had some minor aches and pains. Huh? Is that... It must be because of that battle. I bet you appreciate being a bag of dicks, don't you? it must be pretty bad if you have to go rest. Are you sure you're okay? I'm sure a protein shake and some sleep will get me back on
got
my
it.
feet. That's true. Protein is pretty good for all kinds of stuff.
Hey.
You guys, like, worship protein. It's like your god or something.
Okay.
Makoto, I don't know what it is you want to talk to Sakura about, but save it till tomorrow. She's in pain. Yeah, I got it. Sorry.
You know?
Well, for now, let's eat. I'm kind of nervous. Huh?
What's
How
your
come?
problem?
Because I don't usually eat in front of other people. Ever since I was a kid, I
What the
by
heck?
myself. What about your family? Oh, well, yeah. I used to live with my dad, my mom, and my mom.
Huh?
You had 2 moms? What? That's just how things work. That's, like, a serious issue. Just let it go. You're asking for trouble getting involved with her more than you have to. How dare you speak to me with that disgusting mouth of yours? Stop saying stuff like that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and eat. If I don't, Kyoko will never show up. Pretty miserable situation, man. I scarfed down breakfast as fast as I could and immediately headed back to my room. I'll have to wait till tomorrow to confront Sakura about what I saw. But in a way, I'm kind of relieved. It takes a lot of courage to stand face to face with Sakura and accuse her of something. Oh, I don't have many options. Leave the area? Well, I can't talk to Kyoko till later. Cheesy. I was about to say, it's like no one is anywhere. Okay. Didn't expect her to be in that part of the hallway. What? Pushing on them doesn't help. Smacking them doesn't help. What the heck is up with those things? Oh, sorry. I'm talking about the metal plates covering all the windows. I know. You should try grabbing the top and yanking down on it. Should I talk to Hina for a while?
You got it.
Sure. You want to do some stretches with me? Weird to do them in here, but okay. I followed Hina's lead and did some elaborate stretching. Hina and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Hina a present? I don't even know what I have. Oh my god. It would be mean to give her a cat dog, but it would be really funny too. I'm gonna give her the red costume, just to see how that goes. Whoa, what is this? It's super cute. For real? You're sure I can have this? I get the impression that she liked it. That's good. Is something wrong? wrong, Hina?
Just a
I've reached my
second.
limit. I'm stuck in here, can't do any sports, can't do anything. I'm sick of it. I want to get out under the sun and do some laps, run a marathon. I want to do some real sports. Hina, calm down, okay? I can't do anything in here. If I can't move around, I'm gonna die like a bunny rabbit. But I always heard rabbits die from loneliness. Whatever. I'm gonna die if I can't get some proper physical activity. Don't you think that's a little extreme? You think I'm kidding, don't you? But I seriously can't sit still, you know? Why else would I have joined 6 sport teams in school?
That's right.
6? Yeah. Track, baseball, softball, volleyball, tennis, and the big one. The big one? She got to her main sport but ran out of juice. I think it's gotta be swimming. Your main sport is swimming, right? Yeah, you got it. I don't even care what stroke it is. Just get me in a pool under the blue sky. But isn't it hard to do that many sports even for you? If I can't move, I'll just shrivel up and die. And I need a challenge. More and more new stuff to try.
'Cause, I mean,
Challenge? What I really love about sports isn't winning, you know? It's having to fight and struggle and give it all you got to reach the top. It's that excitement, that fear that you might suffer a heartbreaking loss. When you finally reach that goal, it's just lonely. It's lonely at the top, you know? I never really got into sports, so I couldn't really relate to what she was talking about. But I could tell that the reason Hina was so amazing was how hard she could fight and struggle. So that's why I want to push myself as hard as possible when it comes to swimming. I want to aim for the very highest mountaintop.
okay.
Highest mountaintop? I'm talking about the gold medal, of course. Aim for the gold, even if it means I'm a super gold spaz. Did she just call herself? Okay, but if that's what you want, isn't that all the more reason? If you have a goal, why are you standing around making excuses?
Just a second.
Excuses? Hey, when did I ever make any excuses? Sure, maybe we're stuck in here right now with no way out, but if you really want to make an effort, shouldn't you try to see what you can do in here? No. That's a challenge. You just made
Yeah,
an official
totally.
challenge. But I think you're right. If I want to get that gold medal, I have to make every effort I can. I want to become a genius of effort. I bet Ian Thorpe said something like that. Yeah, I can't go around making excuses just because we're stuck in here. Alright, I think I'm gonna go do some push-ups in my room. Like maybe around 1,000 or something. Almost before she was done talking, Hina took off like a bat out of hell. She recovered exactly as fast and strong as I would have expected. This report card has been updated. Maximum skill points. Look at you go. Once we were all done, I headed back to my room for a little while. He's talking about my maximum skill points and whatnot, but I haven't been getting more skills. I have plenty of time. I don't feel like just sitting here. I should go somewhere. I don't remember how many coins I have. Oh, I do have 101. They don't have the cherry vanilla Cola I love so much. He's a Coke fan. Hey, let me learn more about it. I never have. At the school, Kings of Thieves, Where's the machine here? What machines do you have? Somehow I thought I would get more information than that, but instead it just gave me the exact amount of information I always already have. So, I've learned you just have to make the repeat chance go down to 0, and you're most likely getting something new that way. It's taken me far too long to put that together, but I am not the smartest. The hell is that? Is that a doll? it's fairly easy when you do it this way, is what I'm realizing. Oh man, that would have been good for what's his face. I had to look at something behind the scenes related for a second. Is that another ring? I've only got one coin, so something's about to repeat most likely. Oh, is that the effects? I should probably get going. I would be so curious to give this effects to what's-her-face, to Toko. I don't think anyone likes interacting with Toko, but it would be so funny. Genocide Jill. Oh, what's up? You want to go on a murder spree with me? Is it really a good idea to hang out with Genocide Jack? See, okay, look. The translation error thing really irks me at times because, like, why does Makoto say Genocide Jack? Why does the game refer to her as Genocide Jill until someone refers to her as Genocide Jack? It's the same thing with, like, the he-her stuff with Chihiro.
What?
You want me to kill you or something?
Totally not adorable.
You're not even close to getting me heated up. The time I spent with the murderous fiend was almost valuable. Did I just get a little closer to Genocide Jill? Yeah, I would like to see what you would do with the if facts. Sure. I'd be happy to take it off your hands. Does that mean she liked it? Okay, that's fine.
Attention! Attention! Please gather in the gym as soon as you possibly can. Quickly, quickly, quickly,
He's gonna
quickly!
give us more motive. That's never good. He made a special announcement to ask us to come to the gym, and he sounded pretty serious about it too. You're the last one. Everyone else is already inside. Are you gonna go in?
However,
I have a bad feeling about this. More than just a feeling, probably. Monokuma did call us all together after all.
well then,
Sakura, Makoto, if something happens to me, Hina...
I'm sorry.
No,
So
never
then,
mind. I'm... Who would ever believe in someone who doesn't believe in themselves? Sakura? Everyone must have heard the announcement, and once we were all gathered at the gym, it began.
Well,
Sorry, I looked at my watch. Okay, let's get this show on the road! You're about to give us your next motive presentation, aren't you?
That's right.
You got us all together to present another motive, right? Is he right? We have to go through this again? Oh, no. Not again. I can't take it anymore. I'm impressed by your level of dismay. You finally see just how low on the totem pole of life you really are. No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. That's not it at all. We're not here to talk about motive.
I'm feeling
The reason I gathered you all here is so that I could get rid of my grudge. Your
Why?
grudge? We have a grudge against you, of course, but I don't recall you ever having a grudge against us. I told you yesterday, didn't I? An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. Stop beating around the bush. Just tell us what you're talking about. Well, Byakuya, you've already told everyone how one of you might be working as a spy
Come
for me,
on.
right?
In
Yes,
other
what about
words,
it? Well, today I'd like to tell you about that spy.
hey,
What?
um,
So guess what? The spy is actually Sakura Ogami. You said it so openly, it made it sound like it wasn't that big of a deal, even though he just revealed a huge secret. What? What did you just say? He said the spy is Sakura.
you're
What
a
are you
liar.
talking about? There's no way Sakura's a spy. Right, Sakura? Sakura. And I might just make Sakura fulfill the promise she made sometime soon. And if she doesn't, I can't be responsible for what might happen to that hostage of mine. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. What you guys choose to do with that information is up to you.
Kills! Kills!
Roast her, boil her, kill her, don't kill her,
Wait,
whatever.
I can't wait!
Either way, I can't wait. And just like that, he was gone. Finally, I understood what he had been talking about. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. In other words, betrayal would be met with betrayal.
What the heck?
So, what does this mean? Is it true? Has Oga really been spying on us for the mastermind? What are you saying? There's no way. But that is what the stuffed animal said,
Wrong!
right?
You're wrong!
Well, he's wrong. There's just
Hey.
no way. Well, Sakura, if he's wrong, all you have to do is tell us.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. What?
Oh no!
Then he was being serious for serious? Ogre's been working for the mastermind? So you've been lying to us all this time? It's not true. Sakura was probably being controlled. There's got to be some reason. She didn't have a choice. She was just forced to do it. Yeah, I'm sure Hina's right. The mastermind probably threatened her somehow, and Sakura had no choice but to do what she was told. What? You're talking like you know that for a fact. Because I do know it for a fact. Because I saw it. I saw Sakura and Monokuma fighting. And that's where I heard it. Monokuma mentioned a hostage a second ago, right? And during their fight, I heard Sakura say she decided to fight against the mastermind.
See.
You saw all that. The mastermind took a hostage, so you were forced to swear loyalty to them, right? But in the end, you made up your mind to betray the mastermind. Which means Sakura isn't our enemy, she's a friend we can trust without question. Is that it? Ridiculous. You live in some sort of alternate reality fairy tale. She was the mastermind's tool. You absolutely cannot trust someone like that. He's right. We can't just believe whatever she says now. How can we even be sure she really did betray the mastermind? Maybe this is a double bluff and she's still doing exactly what the mastermind wants. Sakura would never do that. Okay then, Sakura. If you really have cut ties with the mastermind, tell us who they really are.
I'm sorry.
Well, sorry, I can't. Even I don't know that. You don't know? That just makes you all the more suspicious. She's telling
Don't
the
make
truth.
me
You have
repeat
to believe her.
myself.
Shut up. I'm not finished questioning her. Next question. What's this about a promise? What did the mastermind order you to do? I was told to kill one of my friends. It suddenly felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. The weight of
see.
those words? I see. So even now, you take an aim at
Wrong!
our lives.
You're wrong!
You're wrong, I'm telling you. Sakura would never do that. You don't have to yell, we can hear you just fine. Don't you have
That's
an inside
terrible.
voice? It's because you're not listening to me. Please stop. You don't need to defend me anymore. I have to take full
However-
responsibility for this. How do you intend to do that? By destroying the mastermind. I'm going to challenge them. Even if it means we both go down, I will defeat them. That is how I intend to take responsibility. But hold on. What do you mean if you go both down? Oh, typos. What do you mean if you both go down? Hina, I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this.
I'm sorry.
What? I didn't know what to do. I went back and forth about confiding in you again and again, but I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of me.
I'm
Sakura.
sorry.
Oh, they really like letting her say I'm sorry. Sakura turned away from us and left the gym. And then...
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Well, it's nighttime. We should all
No
go to bed.
way!
But hold on,
Don't
this
make
whole
me
thing with
repeat
Sakura
myself.
is over. She's our enemy.
That's
There's nothing more
terrible.
to discuss. No, Sakura is not our enemy.
Why?
Why doesn't anyone understand her? What is it you think you understand? You didn't even know who she
is
really
this?
was.
Calm down.
That's... Let it go for now, Hina. Talking about it isn't going to help you.
Anyway,
But... Go to your room, cool down, and we can continue this discussion tomorrow. It was the worst. The mood at the end of the night was just the worst. Being in such an awful mood, we were honestly glad the day was over. Sakura is the spy. She's the traitor. You knew this! Why are you acting surprised? Byakuya said Sakura is the enemy, but he's wrong. She's not my enemy. She's my friend without a doubt, but what can I do? What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How? As long as you're human, there will always come a point where you wish you could do things differently. Even a baseball player in the major leagues, even a soccer player touring Europe, even a famous singer who started a career as a backup dancer on a sketch comedy show. She makes a brilliant debut, but instead of going for more, she marries some third-rate actor and retires. Every human has regrets, has things they'd like to go back and change.
because I'm a bear!
Thanks, Monokuma.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m., and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
I'm worried about Sakura. I need to hurry up and get to the dining hall. You know, I've always wondered, how is, like, Makoto always late to the dining hall? The announcement is right at 7. Like, right? It's right at 7. And then everyone else is always like, you're late. Slow. And it's just like, damn. When did you guys wake up? We don't have alarm clocks. Kyoko, good morning. Damn! Still ignoring me. Is she really that mad at me? But actually, it's not just Kyoko. Ever since Monokuma summoned us last night, the atmosphere around here has gotten really heavy. I can almost feel it looming over us, weighing us down. Well, if nothing else, I need to patch things up with Kyoko as soon as possible. She really just up and left. Makoto, are you okay? Huh? What do you mean? You were late, so we were worried about you. What a dullard. Toko, Byakuya, what are you doing here? They're taking refuge here.
Such ignorance.
Don't make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the Mastermind's tool. The Mastermind's... Are you talking about Sakura? That's when I finally noticed. The only one that wasn't in the dining hall was Sakura. Huh? Where is Sakura? All I know is if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out of my way to join the rest of you is as a safeguard against that threat. Threat? Why? Why do you hate her so much? Isn't it obvious? Because this makes things unfair. Unfair? The game should be fair to all players. The existence of a spy for the Mastermind upsets that balance. That's a stupid reason.
What did you say?
Stupid. This is a life or death game, is it not? It is stupid.
Hey.
You're a stupid idiot. Before you get too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think things through. Why did the Mastermind reveal that Sakura was the spy to us? They were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, an eye for an eye. That may be part of it, but it's not the whole picture. Revealing that fact was also meant to serve as the next motive the Mastermind wanted to give us. The chaos and confusion born from suspicion.
In other words...
The hatred. In other words, this right here, the fighting, the bickering, is the trap the Mastermind laid for us. Knowing that, we would still stand there and argue like children. That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just... I mean, how can I get you guys to believe in Sakura again? If she really can beat the Mastermind like she said, that'd go a long way in my mind. Idiot, you'd really ask her to do something so dangerous? What if something terrible happens to her?
Interesting.
It wouldn't matter. What? If Sakura were to die, that's one less person for the Mastermind to control. I have no problem with that. But hold on, Byakuya. In fact, if she did die, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest. Oh, what? Who just
What the hell?
You disgust me! You're a monster! To say something like that, it should have been you. You should have been the one to die!
What?
Say what? I should have died.
Interesting.
Interesting. Then you are planning to take care of that yourself. Go ahead. Try it if you dare. That's how it works here after all. You think I can't do it?
That's
Hina,
right.
calm down. This is exactly what the Mastermind wants. And it's exactly what Sakura doesn't want. What's wrong? Lost your nerve? I'm leaving. I'll be in my room. Trembling with anger, Hina ran off. That's a stupid cow. How dare she? She should die 1,000 deaths, no, 1,000,000. So she was just another hysterical little girl. Hardly
Just a
worth my
second.
attention. It's what other people call having feelings, Byakuya, and all you can do is mock them for it.
Hey,
What's wrong with that? A friendly word of warning. Someday that attitude is going to come back and bite you.
I don't have time
Hard.
to play with you.
And I will happily elude its attempts. You know, how about we, eat? Maybe
You
now's
know?
not a good time. Without a word, each of us left the dining hall. We headed back to our rooms one by one. So, what should I do today? Leave the area? I would love to talk to Kyoko. Oh, Sakura's not even in her room. Not Sakura, what's her face? The one who just spoke. Yeah, her. Why are you in the chem lab,
I'm
bud?
sorry.
I'm not sure I'm ready to open up just yet. Maybe if you create the right opportunity. Should I hang out with Sakura for a while?
I see.
Even if I don't feel like talking, you still stand by me. I still don't understand you, Makoto. Without saying a word, I stood by Sakura. I don't know if I have any that really appeal to her existence. Huh, you know what? I'm gonna give her this vice. Okay, she didn't like it. All that matters is finding ways to make yourself stronger. Oh, I don't think she was too happy with that. I don't think I've ever had an adverse reaction to a gift yet before. I have plenty of time. I don't feel like just sitting here. I should go somewhere. That was a first. Should have given her the effects. Go away. She won't even look at me. I guess she doesn't even want to see my face. Damn. Alright, I tried. There's not many people to talk to. I guess I'll go talk to the dummy wherever he is. He's not in this area, and Toko's over there, so he has to be this way. Yep.
According to the spirits,
I had a dream last night. I saw that the spirit world was going to flood us with energy and save us from this school nightmare. It's a prophecy. Take heart, my man. Should I hang out with you for a while? Oh, I've got something I wanted to show you. I got the stigmata
Hey,
on
come
my
on.
back. It's a gift from the gods. What? Hiro showed me a scar on his back, though I didn't really get what it meant. Hiro and I grew a little closer today. I don't know if I've got a gift for him either. Yeah, that vice really pissed her off, huh? What the hell is this? A mature game designed for the fun plane where a former runway model takes zombies as slaves in a post-apocalyptic world. It's been out of print for a while. That... Okay, that's different. When the fuck did I get a crystal skull? Skull card from pure rock crystal, something. think skulls like this were created hundreds of years ago, perhaps with alien intervention, and computers in them. Oop arts. Dalton's clothing many people still recognize him this very day. I feel like he would want the crystal skull, maybe. I don't know. He might hate it. Quah! Such mysterious power. This is the true blue Oop art. Makoto, the dawn of a new era draws near.
Could it be?
Hey, Makoto, you know what I think? You and me meeting like this, it wasn't a coincidence. So I've got some good news for you. I'm gonna give you a psychic reading at a huge discount.
How about that?
Discount? Normally it's $1,000 for 2 hours, but for you, let's call it $900. That's only $100 discount, and even then it's way too expensive. Hey, come on! You should count yourself lucky that the ultimate clairvoyant is willing to tell your future. So,
Well?
right pretty often? I sure am. At the bare minimum, I've got a 20% chance of accuracy. 20%?
What
That
the
sounds
heck?
pretty sketchy. For real, don't make that face. Didn't you hear what I said? 20% of the time, I'm right every time. That includes natural disasters, election results, you name it. Don't you realize how amazing that is?
How about that?
Okay, fine. I'll give you a special trial run. After all, I've already seen what the future has in store for you. What?
Well?
When did you see it? You won't believe what I saw. It would appear that the mother of your children and the mother of my children are the same woman. I refuse. Denied.
I'm
Don't like
right,
it.
right?
Doesn't matter if you don't like it. That's just the way it is. 20%
You know?
accuracy, you said? At least. I pray to everything holy that you're wrong. Please be wrong. Now then, since that was a special trial run, I'm afraid I can't apply the discount. That'll be $1,000, please. Don't worry, you can pay me after we get out of here. Wait, hold on. But there's no way you're gonna be right? If you like, I can do a reading right now to see whether my reading was right or not. Naturally, additional fees will apply. Think about it, okay? Let me know as soon as you're ready for my services. Oh, he's gone. Do I have enough in my bank account to take another crack at it? No, I can't bring myself to pay for something like that. I can see how people could fall into that kind of cycle, though. That was close. Please, whoever's listening, I'm begging you. Whatever else happens, don't let him be right. Oh, I got another skill. Once we were all done, I headed back to my room for a little while. Ding dong, bing bong.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such,
Yes,
it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime already. Tonight feels somehow uneasy. We still haven't settled things with Sakura. Everyone's in a terrible mood. I just hope nothing happens tonight. Oh, dude, you just preyed upon your downfall. After I declined the offer to become a shrimp, the tech support lady just refused to drop the issue. Once the shrimp idea was dead, she came back suggesting I should become a crab instead. How much can one person love crustaceans? I said no, of course, and she shot back, okay, then how about to make you extra special, you can be a crab that walks sideways and backwards. But how's that any better? I don't want to go sideways or backwards, I want to go forward. I heard her annoyed sigh on the other end of the line, then she said, you just don't see the splendor of the crab. Haven't you ever heard of the tale of the crab and the monkey? Of course I've heard of it, I know all about it, but so what? The crab beats the monkey, but it's just some legend. Hardly relevant to our greed-obsessed modern society. Sure, monkeys still show up in movies and stuff from time to time, but not crabs. Monkey-themed clothes are sweeping the fashion world, but the crab doesn't stand a chance, right? What I'm saying is, crabs have no place in today's light-speed world. Do your market research, lady. Which is why I chose the always popular
the
Baroness.
secret origin story of Monokuma.
feels really dumb. I feel like I'm learning a lot, but I also don't know. Am I supposed to be getting stuff from that, like info?
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m., and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
I need to do something about Sakura. I better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time. I better go over here where everyone hates me. Hope they don't hate me as much. Ooh ah! Huh? Was that someone screaming? I have no idea who the scream was, so I just have to accept it as is. I think it came from the dining hall. Gotta fast walk my way over there, boys. Oh, it was him. Oh, Makoto, we got a big problem, man. What's wrong? Look. Hiro's finger shook as he pointed.
Hina!
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Makoto's real voice.
Are you okay? What happened?
She killed her. Genocide Jill killed Hina!
You gotta be kidding!
Dumbass. No. She's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead. Why? What happened? Well, Toko and Hina just, all of a sudden, they were yelling, and then they knocked the pepper off the table. And that led to a sneeze. Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at my shapely collarbone. Doesn't it just totally set you on fire?
Totally not adorable.
Anyway, you totally non-adorable boys, just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else I'll start cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long. Okay, then let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hiro, help me. Sure thing. Okay. Oh, double okay. Genocide Jills. A burst of laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure. Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah, it really was just a scratch. But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know? Yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic. That just makes you sound even more hostile. Well, yeah, dude, it's probably because you fucking yelled out instead of jumping into help. Hey, Hina, what the heck happened? Oh, we just got into a fight, and I lost my temper and flew off the handle. Let me guess. The fight was because of Sakura. At first, I tried to just ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get you all the time, you'll never have time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just... Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like a dozen times. A dozen punches isn't really without thinking. And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right? It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all these terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was going to fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us. Oh shit. Sakura! You're hurt. What happened? Nothing. It's not a big deal. Makoto, Hiro, what's the meaning of this? It wasn't me. It was Genocide Jill. It's all that demented murderous fiend's fault.
Damn.
Oh no. To hurt Hina. Damn you. To leave me alone, but hurt her.
How dare you?
What is this? I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch. Oh, no, she's powering up. Unforgivable.
Forgiveness.
I can't forgive. Oh, sorry. She said it too. Hiro, if If you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me. I don't hate you exactly.
Forgive this.
Why? Somebody save me! Hiro nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the nurse's office. But just a second later,
Hey,
what's going on? What's all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room. I gather that something happened. Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura. You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line right here and now. Drawing a line. Oh no! Oh, wait, Sakura! Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were... I was like, did she leave the room, or is she still here? Kyoko? Are you still mad?
that's
Yeah,
fine.
I figured. It's fine.
Whew.
Huh? About that issue we discussed earlier. It doesn't matter anymore. Then, do you forgive me for not
In
being
other
able to talk
words-
about it? You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah.
I wouldn't have
like that.
expected such arrogance from you.
Oh!
Because...
What? Ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind.
That's fine.
I'm sorry. It's fine. I've already forgotten about it.
And
Besides, I may have overreacted. Is she blushing?
Anyway,
Oh my gosh, she was. It's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. Okay, thank you. There's no point in going somewhere else right now. Oh, so I need to finish out the other portion of the conversation with her. I want to talk to you about something else. What is it you wanted to talk to me about? Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there.
so...
Where? Just come with me and you'll find out.
Shall we go?
Yes, but... Well then, shall we get going? With her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Kyoko! I hurried to catch up to her. I hope it's the bathhouse. She walked ahead in silence, and in silence I chased her, and eventually we arrived. Oh, I was joking. The dressing room? So the something
Indeed.
else you mentioned. That's right. It has to do with alter ego. But you said we didn't
Wrong.
need alter ego anymore. I didn't say we didn't need him. I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us.
Right.
Huh? Alter ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently, he has something he wants to ask us. Alter ego wants to ask us something? Alter ego. Hello. Oh, so it's just the two of you, Kyoko and Makoto? Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough? No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. But what is it he wants to ask us? Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What did you want to ask us? Oh, yeah, so... I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the
What?
school network. Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, Why? Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I've finished my work, I don't want that. I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. That's what Master would want too. So, to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of this school, the only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the Mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko?
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So, it's
gonna
okay.
do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too
Hey,
fragile. You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right?
certainly.
Yeah. When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer.
Correct.
But I can say this. There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend.
I...
Kyoko. To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the Mastermind really will notice it.
Makoto.
But, let's do it, Makoto. Let's bring Alter Ego to the network.
Hey,
But, he's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight
Now,
alongside his friends. If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend.
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about
I
me,
wanna
please
believe
don't.
in myself.
Yeah. I want to be able to say I know
Leave it
I
to
can
me.
do this. So please, let me try.
listen.
And besides, there's one place where the Mastermind might not notice.
That's right.
One place? Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera. A room without a surveillance camera. The secret room. That's it. The secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no
Indeed.
surveillance camera in there. And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet cord in the wall.
However,
Just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the Mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the Mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over.
that's what
You're
we
right.
have to do.
But despite all that, I still
Correct.
think we need to try. Because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. Kyoko. In that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing,
It's
right?
true.
So let me do it. Okay, then I'll leave it to you.
So then,
Thank you. Then let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. It tickles. Shh, you can't talk right now. We're gonna move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented. Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I
Makoto.
didn't know how to react. In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network
However-
cable in there. Assuming the Mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we
It's
can do is
true.
go and check for ourselves. Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. By the way, what has been powering this laptop? Oh. I can only walk? I can't... Okay. You know what I mean? Like, laptops don't just have infinite power, okay? They have batteries.
just a second. Hey,
I forgot what floor the bathroom was on, to be fair. I thought it was on the 3rd floor.
hey,
sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again.
Listen to me.
What? Just hurry up and go, and to make sure you don't run off, I'm gonna wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful,
Just
I
a
thought I made her
second.
somehow. Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay.
So then-
I'm going. And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Okay, first we have to find a network cable. According to Yoko, there's a bunch of cables in the store. Found it. This is a network cable, eh? Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it.
That's right.
Yeah,
Leave it
I
to
think
me.
it worked. Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please, just wait a little while
Gonna do my
longer.
best.
Just hold tight and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us, as friends. Friends? Even me? Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix
Correct.
of acting and real feelings. I see. Then there's
Goodbye.
nothing left for us here. Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore, that much was for sure.
What?
Kyoko? Yes.
Why is
so we're
that?
just gonna split up. Of course. I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct? Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about. Like,
It's
what are
true.
you going to do about Sakura? Well, something has to be
However-
done. It's true. But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then
So-
what should we... If we can find some new clue that would likely change the situation, that's all we can hope for right now.
Correct.
Which is why Alter Ego, all we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kinda tired. So I laid down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving Alter Ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I had completely dozed off. Oh, someone's at my door. Huh? The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world.
Makoto.
Rattle. Oh, get out here.
Indeed.
Kyoko? What's going on? Hina just came to see me and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Makoto, Kyoko. Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey,
What's going on? Did something happen to her? I was just walking past and I happened to notice her through the window, but I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. So what should we do?
anyway.
What are we gonna do? First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, right? And if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations. We're going to force our way in.
Wrong.
I just said the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock.
It would seem...
Then why? feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair?
In other
Chair.
words,
Either way, the door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's
Indeed.
no problem if we break in. Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure... Kyoka didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom. In the classroom.
Makoto,
Use it! You can handle this, right, Makoto? Come on, please hurry! Okay, you two stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... all I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body, and then...
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin!
Huh? Sakura's dead? She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on, at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happened. Muttering to herself, Kyoka began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead? Checking for a pulse or a reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. And Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I can say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time just passed. And after I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Whoa! Ogre?
Yes!
Oh, so she's
see.
dead, huh? Sakura's been killed. I see. As soon as they
Just a
arrived,
second.
Kyoka began. You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means.
Interesting.
Sakura was murdered, and by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say? No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room. It was one of you. Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, one of you killed Sakura. What? You're accusing us before we've even begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything, because you hated her. You hated the sight of her. One of you did it. I know it. You know it? Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer. That's right. What is it? And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina, or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that, hold on. There's something I want to ask you. It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura. Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to a most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me. Which, thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that. I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her. So I don't know who it was, but whoever the Blacken is this time, I owe you one. You owe them one? Oopsie. Before you get all pissy-potty at me, you better figure out who did it first. Because I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one? I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the Mastermind, after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your swab. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. I'll do it. But, Hina, I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here
That's fine.
with Sakura. Okay, then Hina is guard number 1. But we need one more. Kyoko, that's you. Me. You're always a thorn in my side. This time just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An
That's
order? Fine. I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? I realize there's a struggling amount of not distinction between Kyoko and Byakuya's voice, and it's kind of funny. Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say. Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in the crime scene.
It's your
What?
fault!
One of you killed Sakura. I won't let something like that come anywhere near her. Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time.
It's all clear.
How about a compromise? I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me. What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway. Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so
It's all
why should
clear
I
now.
care?
What are you saying?
calm down.
Nothing's decided. I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to his request.
Hey,
But we have to find out who killed Sakura. For those of us still alive, to honor Sakura's memory. Fine. I guess that's okay. But no matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally. Who would want to touch a filthy dead body? That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone, keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer, all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura? It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. I'd better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood.
hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge.
so...
Why's that? The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with a chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out so we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right? Hey, that's another game of this same styling. I will play it one day. This is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life and
Hey.
right before our very eyes like this? Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails?
That's
Sure,
fine.
if you don't mind. When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime and through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we'd have to do is check the door to see if
Correct.
that's what it was, right? The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed.
In other words,
Oh? Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim inside. You push a switch and it fires a handgun, and shoot an arrow through a grab through
However-
the door, something like that. But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school. The door doesn't have any gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we can probably cross
It's
that
true.
one off the list. The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up.
in
What do
other
you
words,
mean by that? They stay hidden, and when the door is open, they use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend they showed up along with everyone else, and that's that. That sounds like it could have been a possible.
it's true.
Maybe. And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all.
In other words,
Not a locked room? By that, I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible. And then you think we can cross
Indeed.
that one off too? I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then, Kyoko, which of these 4 choices
It's
seems
true.
most likely in this case? That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. What are you? This looks like some kind of wrapper. Oh, that's...
well,
Recognize it, Hina? Well, yeah, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on it. Really liked it that much. But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one for herself, that's why I gave it to her. But now they've lost all their flavor. Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and these are the top and bottom sections of a bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Glass shards on the floor has been added to the truth bullet section. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. It's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure? There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. It must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make any sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. And inside each bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottle?
so
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Oh, yeah.
in other
Maybe I
words,
have. So this is the Monokuma version of that. The Monokuma bottle, if you will. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass, which probably started out as a bottle. Which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass and the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. What the hell? Huh? The locker's open. And there on the inside. It's
Why?
a handprint? What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and didn't let the handprint in
true.
all of the dust. And it looks quite fresh, too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they
Wrong.
popped out and joined the rest of the group? Unfortunately, that's not a possibility.
Hey,
Huh? Why not? Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah. And the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden there until after we opened the door. Yeah. So then, what does this handprint mean? Oh shit, what the hell is this? There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance to the room. It looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. She mentioned more than once how protein is good for all sorts of ailments. I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, this is protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me. Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have
Just
gotten
a
this from the
second.
Chem Lab. But that's strange.
Hey,
Huh? What is it? You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be parts of the window I broke
Correct.
to get inside. But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it.
so...
Why does that matter? I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue? I'm not sure I see how. Are you a dumbass? Yes, you should see how. It means that that bottle wasn't there when the window broke, but ended up there afterwards. God, I'm sorry I forgot Makoto is so stupid sometimes. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. I guess I'll look at Sakura. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. And I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Maybe her getting hit on the head is what caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance.
That's fine.
Miyakio. However, your eyes have landed on a most interesting location.
Naturally.
Interesting? Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I'd call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood actually has to be connected to why she died. Yeah, which is not connected to anything in this room, I don't think, bud. Let's try the chem lab. You know, where chemicals are located. The store's the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mountings have been tampered with. The only noticeable change to the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke it to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Am I allowed to leave the room? I'm not allowed to leave the room yet. Is the magazine stand itself also? Okay. That same shelf full of magazines. There's all different kinds of magazines here. Ayo, lurking with that sound for review should be turning on sound in like 5 minutes. Okay, have fun. Welcome in. It's around 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma file, Sakura died around 12 noon. It's roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoko and I were moving Alter Ego? Alright, I guess I have to talk to these bumbos. We already know who did it.
You.
Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro, it had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. And when I saw her again after that, she told me. She said she'd left a note for each of them. She'd asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon? The Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth. I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her, by force even, then this never would have happened. Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, the same time and place she ended up dying, it might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly.
What?
What do you want? It's bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true. I did receive a note to that effect, yes. What fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Okay, so mean. Okay, that means I do just know what's talk to her, right?
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed... Yeah, she's not the type who would
It's
go down
true.
without a fight. And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? They must have
Certainly.
taken her by surprise, right? Certainly, they would have needed to if they expected to stand any
Listen.
chance against her. Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think
So
so,
then-
for the most part. And you should probably go talk with people now. I'm on guard
Listen
duty,
to
so I
me.
can't leave. Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. Please be hurry. Those other 2 probably went back to their rooms. Ah, welcome in. Enjoys having sound. Makoto, Mondo, Byakuya, Toko. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds,
Who's there?
who's... Oh, sorry, she's talking, my bad. The most negative aura I've ever felt. An aura of total decay.
What do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Just call her Genocide Jill, Makoto. Why do you have to be such
Don't
a
even
dumbass?
say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like
Hey,
she was in
I
a
was-
good mood.
Hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she had asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master 2? I just said 2, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So, can you tell me about it? I admit I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Yasuhiro. I pressed the doorbell. And after a few seconds... What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you. How'd you know about that? Oh, did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that? Well, when she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, a note. She gave it to me in person, and she happened to mention the others, like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went and met with Sakura. No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious. The last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office. I haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave me? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around in his pockets. Sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh?
What?
Wow! Sus Among Us music? No! Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again and shoved it back into his pocket. Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out.
What?
Trash? Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you'll excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that was just trash, but there's no way that's all there was to it. Pocket trash has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Yeah, Hiro, that's literally the same wrapper as the candy wrapper that, you know, what's-her-face had. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should find out more about the protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Definitely the chem lab, dumbass. Can I? There was a candy wrapper on the floor next to Sakura's dead body, and Hina stated that that candy was in the warehouse and that she took the whole box, but she wanted Sakura to try it, so she gave her one. Which means the only person with access to that candy was Hina. Meaning that for him to have one means that either Hina gave it to him or something else. What? Oh shit. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, got it. I think what you meant to say was, yes sir, I understand. Man, why can't you fucking die, Byakuya? This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. It looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more important right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. Yeah, Sakura is dead. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out, and at that point, this room wasn't like this.
So in
this
other
powder
words...
must have been spilled. That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is what happened, it must be related to the case somehow. These are footprints? She's the bodybuilder, right? Yeah, she was the ultimate martial artist. and they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We may need to sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen. Well, let's go, chop chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long I'd drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean.
I see.
For me. So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear that whoever left these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight to that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see. It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours?
What?
No. Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Unfortunately? With how clear these prints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these prints are a really valuable clue. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf. Is this where all the powder came from? Oh, I read this already.
So in other words,
Sorry, I meant to click on the powder itself. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good hard look at that powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have had been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. On this shelf is... One look and I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. These look like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section C. So on this shelf is... Looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents, but simply they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kinda harsh? What? I think studying science and mathematics is a practical application in the real world. The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. Let's see, what's on this shelf? These are all kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on this shelf are labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I consider this part of the shelving unit section A. Huh? But wait! There's one bottle here that's labeled Chem C9. Did someone have put it here on accident? I should try to find out more about this shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A is dietary supplements, Section B has reagents, and Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A there was a bottle with a label from Section C. What was the bottle of poison from Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on there. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room.
Hey,
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko what Toka and
I
Yura had told
see.
me. I see. So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's
Anyway.
lying? Well, I've made some progress of my own. Sakura's body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These three things have revealed new clues. You'd do well to look them over one more time. Okay. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. Yes, I did say it comically because Makoto deserves that for being an idiot. Huh? This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident? If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is... On one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word had been written in bold, bloody letters. And it said, Toko. Could this be...
Correct.
A dying message? Damn, it appear you found it. Kyoko, is this... Clue. It is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it.
However,
Dying message. But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it, for the benefit of others who might be looking. Hey, is that... That says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes me that much more suspicious. Magazine dying messages meant to the truth bullet section of your handbook. So that, the Monokuma bottles. I think Kyoko said she found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new. Something new.
hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you're sure to find it. A correlation? Hey, Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is? I don't mind guiding you toward clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree.
hey,
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right?
anyway.
An experiment? Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that? I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya's not here, so... Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I'd better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. Just as I finished up.
So then,
Sorry to keep you waiting. Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. So,
In
what
other
kind of
words-
experiment are we doing? I got a scale from the chem lab. We're gonna use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The pieces of glass you collected and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're done.
listen.
First, let's compare the weight of the two of the normal Monokuma bottles. Oh, it's
In other words-
balanced. Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. Monokuma figures inside are basically the same and nothing else would
So
really
then-
affect the weight. Now, here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's
So
a chance I
then-
could have missed some here and there. Okay, then let's give it a try. McFucking-scuse? The broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought.
In other words,
What? The result of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles.
Hey.
Put it all together, and I believe you will arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So, What do you think? It's all on you. I don't fucking know what I was supposed to get from that. Make fucking excuse. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be
Just a
discovered from
second.
Sakura's body. Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well,
Hey.
yeah, I know, but don't you think you might need to actually examine the body? There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although there are still some times. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I
It's
see a
true.
dead body, I can't get used to it. That's totally normal.
So,
Then how can you... I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What?
hey,
Sorry, never mind. More importantly, look here.
correct.
Her shoes? You see that yellow powder on her instep? Yeah,
I
it really
see.
stands out. That powder is clue number 1.
Hey.
Aw, shit, she's got the same powder from the bottle. Next is the wound to her
It's
head.
true.
Look carefully. Actually, even telling you that, it's incredibly difficult to spot.
It would
So let me just
seem-
explain. It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. She's touched dead bodies before? Yeah, according to her. We just all learned that one together.
Indeed.
2 blows. Interesting, wouldn't you say?
Correct.
And there's one more interesting thing. Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely
It's
no
true.
trace of blood on either one. So, that's what I learned from examining her body in detail. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. No defense wounds. I'm gonna be so honest.
Whoops, you caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake.
So, she's got the yellow powder on her shoe. She seems to know a lot about forensics. Yeah, and she doesn't seem to have a full knowledge base on her memory. Like, there are things she can't remember. Like, she doesn't even know what she's the ultimate of. I have to assume she's the ultimate detective. That just makes the most sense. 1. 2. I don't think anyone killed Sakura. The door was barred from the inside. The protein shake cup that was on the chair, because that's where it had to be, because it fell on top of the glass, and there's no glass on top of it, meaning it had to have been on the chair when we moved it. And the yellow powder on her shoe that we learned over in the chem lab was a poison. I think Sakura killed herself. In part because of information that you missed, Kingsley, so I'll say it for you and anyone else who chose to tune in at the back end of the stream. They revealed what we learned earlier, Makoto learned earlier, was revealed to everyone, that Sakura was the spy for Monokuma. And that has led to a divide, which is why the group is split 3-3. There's the 3 that didn't want anything to do with her and think it's better off this way, that she's dead, and then there are the 3 of us in the room right now. So I think that Sakura just thought that the best move was to just kill herself. And I think that's a little fucked, but I think that's what it is. Because there's no evidence that really concludes to anyone else having been in this room or being involved in the murder, except maybe Hiro, but I think that's just because
Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No, not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. He said that one out loud. I think the candy wrapper that was in Hiro's pocket is because Sakura, asked him to help her, and he was the only one that would. Because Byakuya and Toko were never going to. Monokuma made his announcement and everyone began to meet up one after another. And then... the ultimate martial artist! Really using emoticons. A locked room murder mystery! Oh, I've just recently discovered the power of emoticons. Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive. For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body. XD. This is just plain creepy. And how about the reverse? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it makes it look super negative. For example, do you have 100 friends? He's right. That does make it seem sad.
I can't wait!
Now then, please get on the elevator. I'll see you all down there. What the hell was that? I don't get it. I don't get you guys. How can you act so casual after
Don't
murdering
look at me.
someone? I don't think
Don't
I'm
be
acting
mean.
casual. I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? Toko, you're literally a mass murderer. It's funny that they added an acknowledgement of us suddenly using emoticons in the game. Yeah, I think it's kind of hilarious. Like, it's far funnier than it has to be, but also, it implies a great question. Like, is his face physically... Like, is he saying the emoticons out loud to them? Is that what's happening? Or does his face in some fashion convey an emoticon? Because otherwise, they're not getting emoticons. We are. Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt that one of us is the culprit. The killer. The one that murdered Sakura. She was stronger than anyone I know. And yet, someone killed her. And that person is here. That person is one of us. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator. But with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I could feel a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never got any easier. We climbed into our sealed prison in total silence. Yeah, because also who would be strong enough to kill her? No one would be strong enough to kill her outright, like in a fisticuff battle. Just straight up. But like, I don't know, man. I think she just did it herself. We watched the doors close and felt it begin its sinister descent. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower, and as suddenly as always, the ride was over. The doors opened once again. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really? That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again? Or will your school life come to an end completely? Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. And that's where we're going to leave it off for today. So thank you guys so much for joining me for this Danganronpa stream. If you liked it, make sure to check out everything that is backed up over on the old YouTubes. It's a lot of fun over there. You know, there's a lot of games, there's a lot of things you can catch up on. You know, there's a lot of stuff you can watch. You know, there's a lot of stuff for you. But anyways, thank you guys again. Make sure to keep an eye out for the next notification when I go live, because it's not a set schedule. It's far easier this way for me, particularly, just to be fair. But yeah, thank you guys so much, and I will see all of you when I see ya. Bye-bye now.